2020 hasn't been a lot of fun, which is a serious understatement. Between health warnings and all the awful stuff that's been going on in the FGC, it's safe to say that this year won't be a positive one to look back to. Playing more video games should have been the answer, and for some that might have even worked out. In other cases though, mine included, something was missing. Leave a like on this video, comment below, subscribe and hit the bell notification if you want to see more content like this, or more content on this channel in general really. If you didn't like the video, just hit the dislike button, it's okay, I appreciate the feedback regardless. I'm still a bit short on time unfortunately, so I still can't get a fully edited video out right now. This type of shorter video with minimal editing and somewhat unrelated visual footage might keep going until mid to end of August, I'm afraid. I hope you can bear with me until then. In terms of new releases that I picked up, we had the following games: Granblue Fantasy Versus, Project Eva Megamix, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Xenoblade Definitive Edition. There are a few more games that I am mildly interested in, but haven't picked up yet, like Neo 2 and Trials of Mana. I might get them later if they drop in price. While I will also get the upcoming Crystal Chronicles at the end of next month, it's really not all that much, not to mention that 6 of those 8 games are remakes and remasters, or in the case of Project Eva, something more along the lines of ports, although not quite. It's still the same game as Future Tomb with a modified tracklist and a few extra features, which means that playtime might be reduced in some instances as you already know what's going on, or you're pretty used to the gameplay already. When I compare this to previous years, the amount of games I bought isn't actually all too different. The first 4 to 5 months usually have the bulk of games I'm interested in, and then a drought until August or September kicks in. That does depend on the types of game you're interested in, of course. But that's just how it usually pans out for me. And under normal circumstances, that doesn't really matter. I play fighting games, which means I tend to have enough to play to not even really realize that a content drought for games I want is going on. This year I was acutely aware that I'm running out of content to play though. Well, you could argue that I was probably going through the games much quicker as I am more at home of course. I see that the problem for me lies with the current online population in fighting games. The online population in fighting games seemed to have started to decline. I say seemed because I don't have any hard numbers to back it up, it's just how I experienced it. Granblue is by far the biggest loser in all of this. The game came out and a week or two later the lockdown started happening. For a brand new fighting game that already had a bit of negative baggage going with it, 2 character seasons of DLC announced before the game even was out, while at the same time only launching with 11 characters. Well, it's clear that the majority of budget and time went into the RPG mode, that really is a different topic altogether. Either way, it's not a great look. To top that all off, because of the lockdown, the game also didn't get much offline exposure at events to redeem itself through its gameplay and post. You might think that because online tournaments are happening that there's enough exposure for the game, but I don't think that's accurate. There's a difference between some streamer holding a tournament and an established brand having the game as part of their official lineup. I might be watching that event because I want to see Dragon Ball FighterZ Top 8, but just before that the Granblue Top 8 is still running. Everyone who showed up a little earlier to that event's stream will now get to see high-level Granblue play, but this unfortunately could not happen this year. And it shows, as in Europe on PS4 you hardly find any rooms in player matches, the lobbies are all empty bar a few people who congregate at very specific times in the UK lobby, and ranked, well I talked about that before in this video. It's a real shame as I still think the core gameplay is really fun, but there are simply not enough people to play with online. Quite a short video this week, but I've been thinking about this topic for quite some time now and would like to get some feedback and even ideas on how you would solve a situation like the one Granblue currently finds itself in. Offline sessions and events aren't going to start again anytime soon, so how could Cygames push the game a little harder? Bombard people through the actual Granblue Fantasy game a lot more, or maybe put up a fully functional time-restricted demo on PSN without access to the RPG mode of course? But even so, I don't think that would be enough, so yeah, I honestly don't know. I'm not sure how much could realistically be done for Granblue at this point, and I certainly hope we won't ever have to deal with real-world issues like the current ones again that are partially responsible for this. It would still be very interesting to see how another game that might find itself in a similar situation could learn from this and don't immediately fall into obscurity. Well, that's me done for now I guess. It was more of a direct question than a discussion this time around, but more so than ever, I do want to hear your thoughts on the matter. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and follow me on Twitch and Twitter if you use those platforms as well. The links are in the description below. As always, I am very grateful that you watched this video all the way to the end. My name's Sasa, and I will see you in the next video.